The 12,000-year-old enigmatic Dropa stones, evidence of ancient alien contact. The mysterious discovery of these 12,000-year-old Dropa stones was allegedly made in 1930. The alleged mysterious stones were found when Kai Pu-te, an archaeology professor at Peking University, and his students, was on an expedition to explore a series of caves in the inaccessible mountains of Bayan Kara Ula, near Tibet. It is believed that these caves were carved artificially in a system of underground tunnels and pantries. It is said that Professor Kai Pu-te and his students found tombs with skeletons of 1.38 meters (4 feet 6 in) height buried inside them. The skeletons had abnormally large heads and small, thin and fragile bodies. In addition to the skeletal remains, Professor Kai Pu-te and his students found numerous other items. It was also suggested by theorists that these skeletal remains could have belonged to an unknown species of a mountain gorilla, but Professor Kai Pu-te did not agree. Who ever heard about monkeys burying each other? Kai Pu-te. There were no short notes honoring the deceased on the tombs, but instead, the team found more than 700 stone discs, Dropa stones, with 8 cm holes in diameter at their centers. Carvings of the rising sun, the moon, stars, the earth, mountains, and dotted lines linking the earth with the sky were discovered on the walls of the caves. The discs and the cave paintings are said to date approximately 12,000 years. Their whereabouts remain a mystery even today. The alleged finding raised numerous questions. What were the enigmatic discs, and where did the star maps carved on the cave walls lead to? Each Dropa disc, reportedly, was inscribed with 2 thin grooves that spiral from the edge to the central hole. It is believed that the mysterious 12,000-year-old Dropa discs and other items found during the expedition were kept at the Peking University for 20 years. All the attempts to decipher the writings on the Dropa discs went futile. Dr. Sum Nui concluded that each groove consisted of a set of small hieroglyphs of unknown origin. When Dr. Sum allegedly deciphered the symbols, he disclosed how the ancient writings tell a story of an alien encounter, where an ancient alien ship crash landed on Earth some 12,000 years ago. According to Dr. Sum Nui, one of the hieroglyphic lines read, "The Dropas came down from the clouds in their aircraft. Our men, women, and children hid in the caves 10 times before sunrise. When at last they understood the sign language of the Dropas, they realized that the newcomers had peaceful intentions." Another section of the 12,000-year-old Dropa stones reads about the regret of the inhabitants of the mountain tribe of the Ham, because the aliens had crashed their spaceship and they could not build another to return to their planet. The discovery of Dr. Sum was allegedly published in 1962. In 1974, an Austrian engineer, Ernst Wegerer, was on a guided tour of the Bampo Museum in Xi'an, a city in China, where he saw the stone. The Austrian engineer observed a hole in the center of each disc and hieroglyphs in grooves, partly crumbled, like a spiral. By 1994, the discs and the manager had disappeared from the museum. People have been skeptical about these 12,000-year-old Dropa stones. It is difficult to discover credible evidence to show that the Dropa stones exist or have existed in the past. What do you guys think? Like and share